shed his blood. This is my story. This is my story. This is my song. Praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story. This is my song. Praising my Savior all the day long. Quite a detailed geology, thoughtfully written, reflecting the true person that Lizz was, and well read by Brother Alan Jenga. Let us appreciate him. Thank you very much, Jenga, for beautifully presenting that geology. You agree with me that it has covered quite a huge percent of what people would say here. And therefore, as we go to other speeches, we kindly ask those who will be speaking to just fill in a few gaps that you are called upon to represent here. So we will start with family speeches. And we have the in-laws representative, the Dongo family, Mr. Kimani, come to the front. But also kindly ask Wanyoike's family, Kirogo, also come to the front so that immediately it is done with presenting, you take it up.
We will never get tired of thanking you. From day one, you supported us. If you want to buy a vehicle, you make sure you bring that logbook, stay in his bank. So there was one and only, so there was a room we normally use. I think that was the only way she could show her sympathy. Yeah, so I think by our end there.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. My name is Wanyoike. I'm the first son of Lizz. Standing next to me is my wife, Susan Bailimo, and my children are seated over there. I am just going to read the tribute from here, because if I stand here and talk off the card, I don't know where I'm ending up. I don't know. So I'm going to read my tribute. It's a little bit different from what you have in the booklet. So I start. My dearest mom, as I try to cause in your departure, I'm being
15 years. Our relationship diminished a little. But when we moved back to Kenya, we were able to reconnect, and this was the last 12 years. But more so in the last 2 years when she was ill. Like many mothers, she stood between us and our father as a mediator and an enforcer. She was soft-spoken in nature, but she was able to maneuver and manage to petition for us, her children. There were many lessons that I learned from my mom growing up, but what stands out, and what my children are a victim of, is the tendency to administer one child's medicine to another child. My mother was someone who did not want to waste, and as a testament of where she never forgot where she came from, and that she would rather live within her means and have those resources to help others. I'll let you in a little secret. Many of the nice things that Mom had were pushed on her either by myself, my siblings, or Jenga. And Jenga told us a story of how they got tired of riding in the little Harrier. They wanted to upgrade themselves, and but in a very soft manner. I approached Mom, and she acquired a Land Cruiser so that they can be visiting all the many churches and communities that and all the work that they were doing. So my mom was simple, and she was very, very frugal. So my mom as a true epitome of hard work, determination, and determination. I wrote for me what stands out was that she was a symbol of reinvention. She constantly talked to me on how she had picked up her life and established herself in her later years, and this is when she was in her late 40s. In fact, that was a carrot stick that she questioned, and this is when we were still in the US. She questioned, why are we putting so much effort into building up a nation that was not even our home? She made me understand that working was not only about providing for my family, but it was also about contributing to the lives of others, and that we should think hard about whose lives we were really impacting. I know many are surprised and even shocked at the passing of Mom. I'll take this time to just give a brief or mention a few things about her journey, because the last 2 years I walked very closely with her. And also because there are some lessons that she wanted us to learn from her experience in a typical manner as an encouragement to many other people, especially those who are navigating the medical space. So many don't know that for over 5 years she was not feeling well. And for the last 3 years, her illness started to escalate. Many of the events, shows, meetings, speaking engagements, church services, school meetings, those that she attended, and many of you know because you attended them together with her. She was participating in her very weakened state. God is the one who provided her with the strength and the ability to give her all at those events. But in the background, I tell you, she was very wary. She visited many doctors during this time of sickness, and nothing was diagnosed. To explain why she was feeling well, why she was ailing. She spared no expenses that we've already had, and traveled to India, we traveled to the US, looking for different specialists, desperately trying to find out what was ailing her. And a conversation we had was, not knowing was worse than knowing. That did not agree. So when it was finally diagnosed that she had cancer, of course her first reaction was she was very angry, but she had put all this effort into trying to figure out what was wrong with her. We could not understand how the specialists could have missed a disease that is so big, so devastating, and so evil. But she refused to dwell on this aspect. She refused to dwell on this knowledge, and she quickly put on her armor, preparing herself for the battle ahead. She fought hard through the whole of 2023. We truly believed that she would recover. So the lesson she wanted us to take heed of: number one, take full control of your health care. Believe what your body is telling you and never give up on finding out why. Secondly, do not be afraid to challenge the medical field. Let us not forget, they too are practicing their craft, and they do not have all the answers. So do not allow them to settle if you are still not feeling well. But most importantly, she wants you to know to put your trust in God. He is the miracle worker, the true healer, and the determinator of your life. Right now, we may feel that cancer has won. That cancer has taken another loved one away from us, and I'm sure this makes us very angry and sad. But family, friends, dear ones, let me tell you that cancer did not win. But our God has taken Mom home as her reward. And this we can testify from Isaiah 57, 1-2. And I read, "The righteous perish, and no one takes it to heart. The devout are taken away, and no one understands that the righteous are taken away to be spared from evil. Those who walk uprightly enter into peace. They find rest as they lie in death." And that is Mom. So I want to leave you with another talent that Mom has come down to us. Those who knew her personally, and those who knew her from a distance. And we can all attest, and you will continue to hear very many stories about Mom. But I will read from the Bible. And I've struggled with this Bible read, so please can you. Ecclesiastes 9:10. And I read, because this was Mom's life. "Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with your might." Can we all attest to that? Yes. Let us know. "For there will be no work, or device, or knowledge, or wisdom in the grave where you are going." May God continue to bless the fruits of her hands here on earth, and may she continue to rest in peace. I love you, Mom.
Good afternoon, church. My name is Eric Peterson Karaoke, Wanyoike. This is my wife, Melody Ganjiro. And these are my cousins, Chris and Victor. Maybe I'll say something before I read the tribute is maybe a machine, super brother, super first. And the farming tales that link me back to my roots here. Your legacy lives on.